Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of Meiji Restoration in Victoria 3, where we're playing as the Japanese Shogunate in Victoria 3 with the new Voice of the People DLC. We are attempting to invoke the Meiji Restoration and get ourselves the new achievement that they have attached to it, but we are struggling because we cannot get any of these laws to pass. So I am changing my tactics. I am going to we're booting the Shogunate out of government. The best we can do out of everything that I figured out to have any kind of legitimacy for our government is to just run with the Buddhist monks. So we're going to do that. We're going to start suppressing the Shogunate. We're going to go ahead and bolster the intelligentsia while we're at it, and I will also bolster the... No, we'll just bolster the intelligentsia. So that will be a little helpful. But then we also need to irritate the Shogun somehow. So putting a theocracy in place will radicalize the samurai, which we don't want to do. Charity hospitals would just make the Buddhist monks more powerful and cost us bureaucracy. We can't really afford to do that either. State religion would just upset the intelligentsia, something we also don't want to do. Poor laws is about all we can do to irritate the shogunate, but it's also going to cost us that. So I guess I'm going to try and enact the poor laws just because we have this this want for it. So we'll try and push that through. Or we need to attempt to continue to push down the shogunate's power. So we'll just take the hit there, that's fine. We're going to continue with our road maintenance edicts, bouncing them around to keep our enactment success chance nice and high. We do need to continue to build some things. What are we looking at next? Still a good need for meat and fabric, so let's build up some more livestock ranches. I'm just going to take the hit to the enactment success chance because I don't really care about this law passing. We're just trying to upset the shogunate. That is our sole goal with this. So the more we can upset them, the better. Overall, we're not in a bad spot with a lot of what we have. I'll build another clothing factory. I don't really want the Buddhist monks to get any more power, so we'll just take the enactment success chance. Once again, as I said, my sole goal here is to upset the shogunate. And we're sparking a lot of radicals, so... I probably should have just been pulling them out of government and suppressing them from the beginning. That probably would have been the way. I think I came to that conclusion last time too, but I was wondering if with the new mechanics we could do anything, but I don't think we can do anything with agitators because unless we get one to spawn naturally, we're not going to get any because we have closed borders. Another boost to enactment success chance. Play for power. We definitely want to continue dumping their political strength. The more we can drop it, the better, and the more we can raise the intelligentsia, the better as well. Technology-wise, we are making quite a bit of progress. Mechanical workshops would probably be the next path I want to go down. Yeah, the more we can weaken the Shogunate, the better. Road maintenance here, turn it off over here. That is a lot of clout to kill from them. It's a lot of clout. Alright, so mechanical tools. Oh, we can go gas streetlights. That should have been done a while ago. Let's build up a couple of steel mills. Then we can start building some steel tools. These guys are continuing to take a hit. So you are authoritarian. I'm just gonna play. Let's exile this guy. That should be quite irritating for the Shogunate, right? And this guy is a reformer. So he's a little better off. Maybe that's something we should have done from the beginning. I didn't even think about doing something like that. Need to marginalize them. He's really not much better. I don't want to spend the bureaucracy, so we're just going to do that. It's another hit there. Let's go ahead and exile this guy too. Oh, we can't? Oh, you can only exile once every so often. Okay. I was going to say, because I guess you could probably just fish for whoever you want at that point. Alright, so... Bureaucratic Imbroglio. We'll just take the hit in the time. That's fine. Like I said, still just stalling and trying to continue to weaken the Shogunate. Slaughterhouses will definitely get us some more meat. I know we are struggling with that quite a bit. Hardwood production still isn't the best choice for us. I'll just build some more steel mills. And then tools will be helpful for us, because we do have a shortage. We're now in the adoption phase of this law. Continuing to work on weakening the Shogunate. Her radicals are growing quite large. Most of our radicals are actually monks, which is weird. I wonder why. A lot of the clergymen are radicalized. Alright, there's that law going through. We knew that was going to be an issue once it hit. I guess I'm going to start trying to bolster the industrialists as well. And then let's put the intelligentsia in power. It's going to cause some more issues, but that's fine. And now we should really be able to push through some more of these laws that will weaken the landowners. I should have been doing this from the beginning. You would think I would have learned from last time. Okay, revolution is upon us. They do have most of the country under their control now. I'm going to assume most of the barracks are in those spots. So I guess what we'll do is in the places where the revolution is not. So Kansai, Chugoku, and Shikoku. So is that something? Yeah, we wouldn't have small arms. So even upgrading those isn't really an option. Why do I keep making these mistakes? Alright. That's fine. Let's... I'm going to build up as many soldiers as I can in the places where we do have control. And then even build up some naval bases. And I'm going to go ahead and cancel those steel mills. And no, we want road maintenance here. Don't really care about it here. We'll try and coax some back, sure, whatever. We'll do this guy here. Keep trying to stave off the revolution a little bit. Go ahead and do this guy. Keep trying to quell the revolution for as long as we can. What I can do, actually, and these things keep occurring to me at the last minute, is actually go through and do enlistment efforts in these territories, and maybe even go with... Yeah, we'll just do enlistment efforts for now. Can I do one up here too? Yeah. Seize the ringleaders. Like I said, we're just going to keep trying to quell it for the time being to stave off as much time so we can build as big of an army as we possibly can. Alright, continuing to do everything we can to stave this off while we build as many buildings as we can to get our army strength up. The law is still struggling quite a bit to go through. And our revolution is losing progress right now. There is canneries. I don't know if we even have any groceries, so we don't. Oh, I guess they've calmed down? Seemingly? Yeah, I think they've calmed down. I think we've done enough to quell the revolution. Oh, we've PO'd them again. So there we go. Has it modified? It has. Well, now that's not right. And then we'll stop the ones in Chugoku. Alright, so We are in our revolution. Let's squeeze as much throughput out of what we have as we possibly can. We need to get ourselves some generals. So our current guy is Imperious, experienced diplomat. He's an explorer. He's not too good of a general himself. So we can recruit a meticulous offensive planner. He's probably going to be our best option, or a traditionalist and brave commander. Let's go with the meticulous guy. And a mountain combat expert, wrathful guy. Yeah, we'll go with you too. I would be tempted to remove you. Wait, we still have a shogun? We're in a revolution, right? Yeah, we are. So we're going to mobilize our generals. I'm going to go ahead and raise taxes and lower this for the time being, just to keep ourselves afloat while we do this. And then we're going to go ahead and send you guys there, send you guys there, and do what we need to do. I am surprised that it was just these two that ended up being part of the revolt. So that is pretty exciting. I was going to say, I don't think we could have swayed anyone anyway. And that is fine. We outnumber them by quite a bit, so we should be in a good spot. I'm actually going to go through and cancel all this stuff we had built up. I'm even going to cancel the naval bases. It's mostly just trying to get ourselves in a position to stay as strong as we could during this revolution. Finding both Japanese political allies and respective frustrated, Honjo has decided to retire from the realm of politics, opted to spend the rest of his days penning embittered reflections on what could have been. Oh, I still had time rolling. Oopsies. I'm sure that sounds good too. I think we're doing good on this front. This front we are struggling a little more on, but I think overall we'll be in a good spot. We are in the midst of our revolution. We're going to need to capture back a lot of those goods. That's where a lot of our strain is coming from on our economy. But once this period of unrest is over, we will be in a state that is better all on our own. And we're actually not having too much trouble beating the revolutionaries, it seems. There we go. Emperor Komai has become our ruler. End of centuries of shogunate rule in Japan and heralds a new era of modernization and reform. The emperor must choose his political allies carefully. Industrialists will see us through, so industrialist political strength would be good. Or should we go with the intellectuals? I think the industrialists are a good idea, because we're already boosting the intellectuals. So, alright, where do we stand? Let's delete all that stuff they started building. We don't need any of it. We're going to need to fix our budget, as well as get our economy back to a good spot. Did they delete a bunch of buildings? If they did, I am just going to lose my mind. The computer does have a tendency to do that. So they just had these two provinces. It doesn't look like they deleted anything. There's nothing obvious that I'm like, yeah, they deleted that, but you never know. Alright, so we need to complete the 3 restoration journal entries. It's sadly not the Meiji Restoration for whatever reason. Not sure why it adjusted that. So we need to industrialize Japan. We need to retire the samurai. And we need to end Sakoku. So reforming government is going to be our first order of business. Maybe starting here. I'm not sure why the intelligentsia are not really powerful enough for us, but that's fine. We'll start with this. We'll get that reform through. I'm going to cancel this law. And we'll go ahead and... Oh, we need to fix... That's what happened. They adjusted all of this stuff. So... make sure we're on filing cabinets. Crystal glass and ceramics. Dye workshops with craftsman sewing. Precision tools with lathes. Gas streetlights. We're on iron frame buildings still. Don't need to adjust any of this. We are on anchorage. That's still fine for us for the time being. Alright, and then... we're going to need to do something there. We're going to go ahead and cancel our enlistment efforts. I do want to get a lot of our stuff back in order. We need to do a bit of housekeeping on our authority and everything. And currently we're only on land-based taxation, so that's not going to help us either. Going to a national militia would be a decent idea, because we need to weaken the samurai. Right, so this says... samurai are not part of government and are not powerful. So they're not powerful. I would like to suppress them, but we can't do that while they're in government. I do want to keep boosting up these guys, and we can stop suppressing the landowners too, because we already weakened them to absolutely nothing by destroying the shogunate. Going to an agrarian economy might not be a bad idea. Getting protectionism or mercantilism in place would also not be a bad idea, but that's going to be a bit of a struggle. And opening our borders. A lot of these laws are going to be issues, but The good news is we have gotten rid of the shogunate. We are Japan now. We will move forward in the next episode. We definitely hurt our standard of living quite a bit by provoking that revolution, but that is the key. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to look it up real fast, but I think the Meiji Restoration did happen in 1867, so... (1868), so we're a year early. But anyway, we have gotten to the restoration. Now we just need to finish getting through these journal entries, and we'll be in good shape. So if you liked the episode, I'd appreciate a like. If you really liked the episode, I would appreciate a subscription, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.